Welcome back to Irvine, California. We have Beckman here at Beckman High School. My name is Caroline Chang, and we're about to get set for the next game here. Matchup between the New York Athletic Club and Long Beach. And here we go once more. Lucas Reynolds coaching today. And to start off, we've got New York getting the sprint right off the bat. So Provenziani. And that's just off the hand, so it's a 2-meter. Sitting in the goal is Sergey Ramon wearing the 1A cap for Long Beach. Giving them some time. New York trying to get something here in the first. Reaching for it. The seconds go down off the hands of Ramon. So another opportunity on the 2 is Kenny giving them that after his attempted shot. And into the corner and easy baskets. That's Carson Krantz getting his first goal for the game today. Now Carson Krantz tallying number 1, so it's 1-0. New York up here in the first minute of the first quarter. Foul called, so Sudar takes a step back. And it's a quick counter, so Silvestri, he's on his own. He's going to launch it, and quickly he gives 2-0 to New York. So New York up here early on in the game. Yesterday winning 22-10 against USAB in their first game. And a tough battle, I think, against Riverside. But Long Beach losing their offensive possession, and New York once again up on the counter. There's Provenzani coming down line on the 1-2. He's on his own, and he needs a little help from his friend. That's Maxwell Miller finishing it off for him. So now it's 3-0 in the first. So back with it here, you'll see Diaz moves it down to Krepitzer. And there's Navarro. Back to Diaz. They'll work it around on a 6-on-5. Inside, they're going to try to set it up. Pardon me, was not a 6-on-5. My eyes deceived me. And here goes New York. Foul for them. There's Kenny. Another foul, back position to Krantz. He pops it to Provenzani. Looking for redemption. He takes a step back to Rossman. At point, clock goes down. Will he take it in himself? Trying to get near side, inside, but that one lands right in front of Ramon. So ball goes back to Long Beach and sailing on his own, but clutched right back by Whiteleg. It's Krupitzer trying to convert there, giving a goal back to Long Beach, but New York able to keep on as Kenny works it over to Rossman. Rossman pointing for himself and a backhand as Maxwell Miller takes his second for the day. So Maxwell Miller backhand action gives another point to New York. So now it's 4-0 in the first. 4:46 left on the clock. Let's see, Silvestri. There's Navarro. Navarro down to Sudar. Sudar for a little lob action, but doesn't work out. So it's a turnover, and New York back on offense. So Whiteleg swims it out. Giving it a shot in the dark, but not even. Salaponti takes his first goal for the day, and once again, the gap widens from this Long Beach team. You'll see Coach Reynolds on the sideline for New York. Yesterday, a little drama with the ref and the coach. So, other coach for New York was red carded. And Long Beach back with it. Working around, trying to find the best angle. Sudar moves it back to Nagy, down to the first, inside, but that one's quickly clutched away by DeMartier. Whiteleg up to Appledorn. Appledorn down to DeMartier, and on the other side to his brother. So there's Appledorn to the one at Pozerich inside, but that's taken away by Diaz. Acosta trying to create some separation, get out in front. He does get a foul, but not too much more when another turnover is called, and Long Beach doesn't even get a chance to set up. So that one back down line. There's Salaponti sitting there, moves it over to DeMartier. DeMartier quick flip to get live, and that ball goes back to Long Beach. Acosta with the quick steal by himself, no one else to keep up, so he's got to fend off, but he does get a 6-on-5 after showing a lot of good whitewater. So second to set up here, moves on post. And Long Beach finally a chance to convert. And that one is quickly taken away by DeMartier, who's being toppled by Sudar and Long Beach. But DeMartier is able to regain, puts it to Rossman. Rossman, no defender there for him. And Nagy can't split away, so he's got to try to shot block and go between the two, and luckily they're able to live another day. So a little more than 2 minutes to go. And Sudar coming down the 4-5. Over to Nagy. Nagy looks to point at Stanley inside, but Whiteleg. And there's a lot of whitewater happening down there. Long Beach not happy about it as DeMartier will get the ball back. Not exactly sure who just lost their cap, but I know it's Long Beach. So DeMartier looks inside for a pass. It's back over to Kenny. And the other, Jean-Pierre DeMartier with the ball. Looking over to his brother. Quick block there. Ramon. Right in front. He keeps it at bay. Off the hand. Long Beach keeps it together. Has to really swoop in there to guard the ball. So Moore gives it to Stanley. Over to Nagy. Working the top line. And see how New York is covering very hard. 5 seconds on the shot clock, and Long Beach not able to get anything. Inside for a set pass. DeMartier takes it right back to Whiteleg. So there's Rossman. And to DeMartier over. Another 6-on-5 called. So back to it is Rossman. They'll work it around for a 6-on-5 chance to convert. DeMartier to Rossman. Back down to Kenny. And up. Seconds go down. DeMartier's going to go cross cage. And Jean-Pierre DeMartier takes his first goal of the day. So now it's 5-0. New York leads. And so they'll get set for another possession here. Only 18 seconds to go. And there it goes back to Navarro. Navarro looks middle at Nagy. 4 seconds. DeMartier is going to go for it. Gets up big, but Ramon, he blocks that one, and that'll be quarter. So the first here looking mighty fine for New York, 6-0, but we'll take a short break. So keep watching here on the Overnight Sports Network. And welcome back to Beckman High School. Score stands 6-0. The New York Athletic Club to lead. Pardon me. I believe that is Makoto Kenny for New York. Oh, I'm wrong again. It's Carson Krantz wearing the 14 cap. And Sudar with the other on Long Beach. And the sprint will go back to New York. There's Makoto Kenny across the pond to Rossman. Back and forth. Looks over, little shot block there for Long Beach. They're able to move it back, get the turnover. And so Sudar is going to wait for a beat and then go down line on the 4-5. And he tells Stanley to move up as they put into set and get a 6-on-5 opportunity. You'll see Rossman leave the pool for a minute. Inside for a quick redirect, but no. New York keep it 6-0. Provenzani all the way over to Krantz. Krantz in the inside, and coming out is Ramon, but there's a 5-meter for you. So to take the penalty shot, it's going to be Maxwell. No, not Maxwell Miller, but he'll hand it off to Luca Silvestri. And trying for is Ramon, but there is no way to get that one. So Silvestri, he'll take another goal, and they will get it 7-0 now. So Long Beach yet to score in the second and in the first. There's Navarro, moves it to Stewart, or pardon me, Nagy. Nagy back to Stanley. And way over, there's Nagy to Stanley. Stanley faking, just off the bar, but for a rebound. Sudar keeps it alive, and he's going to give it up into set, and they'll finally convert. So Gabriel Acosta, quick little redirect there, pass and shoot. And Gabriel Acosta to give Long Beach their first point on the board. So now it is 7-1. New York Athletic Club back on offense. So there's Provenzani to Silvestri. Turnover, and New York doesn't get a chance to respond to Long Beach. So Long Beach, another opportunity to narrow the gap. Going for a quick lob to Sudar. Sudar up to Acosta. And Acosta goes back to the 1-2 side. And 12 seconds left on the shot clock. There goes Navarro. Navarro to take it himself, but that one is blocked by Whiteleg. And a 6-on-5. You see Nagy leave the pool. And Kenny with the ball. Back over to Silvestri. Silvestri to Provenzan. And they'll work it around. 10 seconds on the clock. Going for the skip. Not even looking. Luca Silvestri, he makes it 3 points now. And the score 8-1. New York put their first point of the second quarter on the board. And to take a quick timeout is Long Beach. So far, seeing Long Beach having a tough time going up against this New York Athletic Club. And New York, huge gap so far in the game. So Long Beach looking to narrow the gap, bring them back over. Seems a lot more steady than the first quarter, though. New York forcing a lot of turnovers, a lot of quick plays. Something we saw throughout this weekend, especially yesterday on Saturday in their first game with USA B team. They were able to quickly set up and quickly get off a play. Long Beach trying to find a little footing with that. Able to get a couple longer plays here, converting off a 6-on-5. So we'll get ready to continue here. 5:05 on the shot clock. So Long Beach, they're back in it. And Ramon passes it up to Stanley. Stanley to Navarro, back over. New York pressing hard. Set having a crazy time there. Lots of white water to be seen. There's Navarro, back over to Stanley. They're going to work this top line, and back to Stanley looking inside. Nothing to come of it. All the way to Appledorn. Appledorn to DeMartier. DeMartier trying for an off-the-water near side. And Navarro collects it from Ramon. All the way to 1-2 side. They're trying to go for a cross the pond pass, but not clear enough. And so back with it, DeMartier. DeMartier to Appledorn. Appledorn getting a big up and over. There's DeMartier. Little flamingo shot right there. Moves it in himself. So now 9-1. New York leads by another. Long Beach. Back on it. So there's Ionescu to Silvestri. And pardon me, looking at the wrong roster here. There's Long Beach with it, so Sudar. Inside, quick pass and shoot. Corbin Stanley, he'll take his first goal home for the day. 9-2, Long Beach gets back 1 point. .3:15 left on the game clock. Coming in for Long Beach is Chase Krupitzer. And Rossman at the point to Pozerich. Pozerich to Rossman. Rossman moves down. 6 on 5. Ionescu to DeMartier. DeMartier! Cross cage! DeMartier to add another. He puts another one up on the board for New York, and we come into the last 3 minutes of the game, or of the second quarter, excuse me. And now Sudar works it to Navarro. Navarro all the way to Diaz. Diaz back to Navarro. Little back and forth between these two, trying to find the right angle inside to set. And Acosta seeming frustrated down there. So Rossman to DeMartier. DeMartier swimming it up himself. Rossman at the point, sitting just below 5. That one goes down. Ramon to Moore. And Moore to Navarro. Navarro to Sudar. Navarro, Sudar. Back and forth. They're looking for it. Off the hands of Whiteleg, gives them a 2-meter rebound opportunity. New York unrelenting with their defense. So Sudar back up to point. Navarro creates a bit of separation. Inside to Acosta. He goes for it. And he completes. Gabriel Acosta getting crushed by a double drop there. He's able to pull his second goal of the game. 1:22 left in this second quarter. And now the score is 10-3. Coming in, we see Krupitzer. We're in the 6 cap, as well as Stanley. Rossman down to Pozerich to DeMartier. Foul. So DeMartier has to go grab and take a step back. Rossman, DeMartier back and forth. Inside for a redirect. And where did that come from? But left field, Milo Joseph sitting in set position. Just a tiniest little redirect shot there off the fingers. Minute 5 seconds on the clock. 11-3. Long Beach looking to get another point in this final minute of the second. So Navarro down to Krupitzer. Krupitzer on his own in 5 and moves it to the other side. Looking into set. Nothing Stanley can do there. So Whiteleg passes to DeMartier. There's Kenny, back to DeMartier, off the hands of Ramon. And they stay in it. So the seconds come down here in the second, less than 10 to go. Long Beach. And that one goes back to Rossman, so he's gonna hold it. That one just barely off the hands of Ramon. So that'll be the second quarter, 11-3, New York leading. But we're going to take a quick break, so stay tuned here on the Overnight Sports Network. My name is Caroline Chang, and you're back watching the matchup between Long Beach and the New York Athletic Club. We are here. It is currently 9:49 a.m. here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon in Irvine, California. And what a game so far between New York and Long Beach. New York having a great run yesterday against USAB, but then definitely a tiring game against Riverside, where they did struggle with that one. But here today, they're showing no sign of that against Long Beach. And for the next sprint, once again, goes back to New York. DeMartier takes that one for the team. And Silvestri passed that one over to Appledorn. Back with Appledorn. And a back and forth. There's Kenny. Kenny tries to whip it inside, but now in the cage for Long Beach is Whitstone. Gives it over to Navarro. sun's coming out, so it's hard to see on the left side of the pool. So another turnover, and Long Beach doesn't get a chance. And ball goes over to Whiteleg. Whiteleg looking down to Kenny. And Kenny over to Silvestri. Another turnover. So Whetstone passes that to Sudar. Sudar all the way down, and that one! Long Beach. Corbin Stanley. He takes another one back for this team. So now it'll be 11-4. And New York back with it. And a bit of a tussle, so seems to be that Krupitzer took it right back, gives it to Diaz. Diaz on his own, but not anymore, and somehow he finds a way and whips that one into the bottom left corner. Take a look at this, coming on the side, little counterattack. And so Arthur Diaz, 1 point back. It's now 11-5. New York still leads, but quick moves happening for this Long Beach team. And foul there. So Silvestri looks over to Appledorn, and Appledorn all the way down to moves it into set 6-on-5. That's how fast this game goes. So New York to take advantage of their time. In the water, Appledorn cleans it up. Pardon me, that's Silvestri. Way crossed field. Shot by Carson Krantz, and New York not able to get anything out of it. And the ball's gonna start with Stanley. Stanley backstroking into the one. So they're on the 4-5 side. Long Beach working it, trying to find something. There's a driver there. Trying to make space is Krupitzer, but nothing happens out of it. And so Whiteleg, he takes it back for this New York team. All the way over, there's Leidy into set. 5-meter called. Long Beach not happy about it. Hands up. But who's going to take it? But Lucas Silvestri.
5-meter.
And that one is up and away. So Lucas Silvestri takes another point in this game, and he widens the gap from Long Beach. 5:13 left in this third quarter, and the score is 12-5. New York still leading the way. We're getting a few subs here, and back underway. Nagy controls the ball. Pops back out to Nagy. Down to Sudar. Foul for Sudar, up to Nagy. Inside for a set pass. They get a 6-on-5. So Acosta, he pops that over to Navarro. Navarro to Nagy. And they'll work this one around. There's Diaz. Looking into the corner. was Nagy, but nothing to come out of the 6-on-5. And you'll see Elias Lighty come back into play. New York on their own, sailing downstream, but that one collected by Whitstone. So is Pozerich trying to get in front of it, but not working out. So up and away. New York keeps that one at bay. 4 minutes on the game clock. Ref gesturing to DeMartier. Not sure what that's about. But DeMartier at the 5. Foul called. And that one will be taken by Nagy. Nagy goes back to Whitstone. Diaz holds it down. Back to Diaz. Taking it to go. He moves it inside to Acosta. And power play for this Long Beach team. LB want to get something going, and they do! Oliver Sudar takes no time at all. And instead of running the shot clock, he wants it to go for himself. So now it's 12-6. New York leading by 6. So Navarro moving over from the call of his coach O'Day. And 6-on-5, so well, quick ball out, little confusion here. Seemed that they weren't even. So DeMartier over to Pozerich. And inside, there he goes. Lighty puts it in there at 13-6. Past the wall of Whitstone. Take a look at this into set. And right there, he finds a window. So 3 minutes to go in the third. And you'll see Nagy moves it down to Navarro. Navarro to Nagy. Nagy getting pressed. Krupitzer down to Stanley. Back up, Krupitzer to Nagy. Nagy running down the shot clock. Seemed he tried to go for a lob, but turnover. And there's Pozerich faking it out, off the hand. It's a turnover for an out of bounds. So Joseph coming through. Navarro to Krupitzer. There's Stanley to Nagy. 6-on-5 opportunity. And that one snatched away from Acosta, who's going to go after goalie, but timeout is called. So quick timeout called by Reynolds for New York. And they're going to take a beat to set up here. Seemed like a little confusion on this Long Beach side. So Navarro leaves. And team's even. DeMartier. Getting pressed out. DeMartier with the ball. Goes in for set. That one a clamoring, but Whitestone grabs it, gives it to Stanley. Stanley pops it over to Krupitzer. Krupitzer holding it on the 1-2 side. Seconds going down. And he moves it over to get something going, but that one flies over the halo. So about a minute to go. And score still 13-6. New York leads. And Appledorn swims it down himself. Acosta to catch up to him, and DeMartier is back there too. So 6-on-5, and they'll change their setup. So working it around. Quick flip there. DeMartier gets up big. Top right corner. So DeMartier tallies another one. Huge gap there. No shot blocker to prevent it. And DeMartier now 4 goals. 14-6 is the score. So some players to sub now as Nagy to Moore. Holding it down is Sudar. Sudar to Nagy. Back to Sudar. Sudar over to Krupitzer. Inside, trying to get it. Acosta can't make something of it. And the seconds go down, so New York's going to hold it and whip it across the pool, but easy for Whitstone to pick up. So that'll be quarter. 14-6 is the score. New York leading by 8. But we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back here on the Overnight Sports Network. And welcome back here for the last and final sprint of this game. Long Beach versus New York. And New York to take it again. DeMartier snatches that one right away. So all 4 sprints go to New York as they set up for offense. And foul called there. Looking inside. Back up to Silvestri. So over there is Kenny, and then Kenny looking inside for a set pass, but that one's taken away by Krupitzer. And Whitstone holding on to it. He gives it to Sudar. And Sudar over to Krupitzer. So Krupitzer working this 1-2 line, back up to Navarro. Clock going down as Krupitzer makes space for himself inside. Lots of Whitewater, and Acosta is able to grab a foul. Flips it to Stanley, and Stanley absolutely rips it to the right side of the cage. So Corbin Stanley, his 3rd point of the day. And now he gives another point to Long Beach, so it's 14-7 in this last quarter. But coming up, we still have 2 more games here at Irvine at the Beckman High School Aquatic Center. And back there, you've got Appledorn. Appledorn to Silvestri. There he finds point with Provenziani. Working it around, the clock goes down, but lots of shot blockers there. And Long Beach, although they save it, it turns into a penalty shot. So 5 meter going to be taken by number 5, Luca Silvestri. 4 points on the game so far. And he makes it into his 5th. So 15-7. New York pull another point away. And so they'll get set up once more. Long Beach looking to convert another point here. So you have Diaz to Stanley. And they'll work this top line. So Stanley holding on to it to Navarro. And Navarro back to Stanley. Stanley down there. But Silvestri to snatch it away. And he's going to swim it on the counter, but no. He gets stopped up by Diaz. And Silvestri turns him and stays in front. And little foul, so Appledorn makes some space, moves it to Kenny. Kenny back over to Appledorn on the 4-5. Finds himself in the corner, little Stanley foul. Heavy drop on GK to keep the goal protected. And that one ricochets off the cage. So pops it up. They still have a fresh 20. The cherry pickers on the left are coming back down. There's Acosta there with Krantz. Clock going down. Will they convert? And they will not. Whitstone blocks that one easily. And coming up after this, we have the game between Newport and Shore Aquatics. On the other side, there is Krupitzer. Krupitzer to Sudar. There goes Krupitzer. Chase Krupitzer puts one on the board for himself. First one today. Look at this nice, clean pass and shoot. Way open there on the right side of the cage. So Krupitzer, point back for them. So it's 15-8 now, New York. And 4:53 left on that clock. So New York with possession once more. And that one is stolen. So Whitstone gonna give it back to Long Beach. There's Stanley down line. And so he drops this one on the other side. There's Krupitzer looking for it inside. Diaz not able to put it in the cage. Seems like Krupitzer having a little feud with the New York team. Trying to show hands there. Ball down to Pozerich. Inside set. 6-on-5. There goes little block from Whitstone. And toppling over, they get a foul. So Leidy's got to pass it back out, looking for a near side shot, but he keeps it covered. Whitstone. Those near side goals have been brutal this whole weekend long. Been seeing how either on the 5 or the 1 side, they find an inside window. But Whitstone, great job of putting his body there and closing off that gap. So Sudar now on it, tries to go for a cross cage, but goes a little wide of it. So white leg. He moves it to Appledorn. And that one's down. There's Leidy. And DeMartier for the lob. Sigh of frustration from Whitstone as DeMartier gets his 5th on the game. Fun little lob there. And now New York 16-8. Whistle called, so Long Beach on offense once more. And Navarro inside there and coming all the way out. Acosta trying to find the inside, but turnover. Mm, 2.5 minutes to go. Way weak. Going into set. It's a 5-meter again. Long Beach not happy with it. And Joseph will pick up the ball. He's going to pop it over to Silvestri again. Seems that with those penalties, Long Beach trying to get in front and stop the offender. But what? A block from Whitstone. Quick timeout here. But insane block right there from Will Whitstone for Long Beach. So taking a beat. to get set up in a 6-on-6. Ball goes to Whitstone. And then over to Givaljic. And that one off the water on the bar from Arthur Diaz. It's another one. So there goes Arthur Diaz giving a point back to Long Beach. So 16-8 now, or 16-9 now, pardon me. Inside, getting up and big, Whitstone, another 5-meter. These are tough for Long Beach. It's a hard thing to do with these 5 meters. If someone's by themselves, you can't really get in front of them and push them down. And that one just under the arm of Whitstone. So Carson Krantz gonna take another goal for New York. It's 17-9. And less than 2 minutes to go. All the way over, getting held, was Diaz. Diaz looks into set. That one snatched by Poziric. So Silvestri inside for a set pass. 6-on-5. We see Mandic leave the pool. Going for it himself, but off. So a little frustration from Krantz, but Whitstone to give the ball back. He'll go for Abbott at the one, and another turnover because Ionescu is able to get it before him. So Salaponte on his own. What'll he do? Mandic got a split between the two. Shot blocker he will be, and that one bottom left. Frustrating for Whitstone. Hard. And there's not enough defenders to help drop. So 18-9, New York will score again. Salaponte takes that one. Getting in front is Krantz, and he's going to take this one down line himself, but holding for it. He's going to put it to Ionescu, who's moving center. Back over to Krantz. Krantz getting up big, looking for a lob. That one off the corner, so another turnover. Long Beach, another opportunity, 25 seconds to go. And swimming over, putting his head under, so he gets a quick little foul. Diaz moves it to Desa. Desa passes on the 4-5. Few seconds left here. And the ball's collected by New York. Long Beach. Hard game against this tough team. And that'll be it. So the score is 18-9. New York Athletic Club to take another win for this weekend, and that'll be game. So thanks so much for tuning in here on the Overnight Sports Network. My name has been Caroline Chang, but now stay tuned for 2 more upcoming games for this men's national tournament, and I'll hand it off to my partner, Lucas Patton.